Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be discussing about Sri Digvijay Cement and how this company is doing in terms of business, financial and technical levels. I'll start with discussing the history first and then we'll move on to financials and technical levels. So let's start with the history. The idea originated from Sardar Patel in 1942 when he discussed the idea of rebuilding India with Maharaja of Jamnanagar, who was Sri Digvijay Singh Ji in 1942. So it was soon decided that setting up a cement production facility would not only allow people to get enlisted into jobs, but it would also provide livelihood to the people of Saurashtra and it would indirectly help in rebuilding India. So the company was then set up and the main objective of the company was to manufacture cement. Now, this was the genesis of the company, and unlike other companies who usually pivot from the original idea, Sri Digvijay Cement is still working on manufacturing cement and they are exceptionally doing well. So, like I said, the company has been a unique trendsetter in providing superior quality of cement, particularly the special Portland cement, and the capacity stands at 1.2 million tons per annum. And they house a fully automatic modern cement plant, right? Now, apart from employing 300 people, and they have also a Gujarat-wide network of 1,000 channel partners. What the one thing that I really like about them is that they are also protecting and promoting the environment. If you can see the screenshot that I have attached to the screen, you can see that the number of trees that they have planted in year 2019 and 20 is 1100, and the cumulative amount of trees that they have planted is approximately 7000. So really good numbers, and I really appreciate them protecting and promoting the environment. Now let's talk about the financials and the result of the previous quarter. If you can see the screen, I have attached a screenshot. You can see the quarter ended June 20, which is the previous quarter results, and you can also see the previous year's first quarter results, which is marked by the column quarter ended June 19. So if you compare, you can see a decline of sales volume in lakhs per ton. This was primarily due to the pandemic that happened recently, which is happening right now. The pandemic hasn't got over yet. So so the commentary by the company's management regarding this is that the efforts in sales and marketing have really pushed the volume to 1.82 levels that you see right here, and they are pretty confident that the company is going to do well in the coming quarters. So I'm just going to quote what the management is saying regarding the results that they just published, and I'm just quoting them. The quarterly results show our resilience despite huge disruptions done by COVID. The demand has picked up since June 2020 and the numbers are looking good so far. We remain confident in our cement business growth as the economy returns to normalcy and the rural demand picking up well due to a very good monsoon. So you can see that the management is totally focused uh, on the growth of the overall growth of the company, and they are focused on increasing the numbers in the coming quarters. The business is great and the management is doing pretty well in order to sustain that business. I've heard that they have also launched their own subsidiary which is focused on logistics. So you can clearly see that the management is trying to diversify their business and increase the market cap. So yeah, this was all about the history and financials. Let's talk about the technical levels. So if you can see the chart that I have on the screen right now, you can see that the price action was taking support on this trend line that I just drew. Now there was a huge breakdown with the rise in volume, and the stock has again hit its next resistance, which is one second, let me mark this resistance. The resistance sits at around rupees 45, I would say, right? And the price is still within a range. So let me mark the range also, right? So now, as per the patterns that the price action is forming, we can say that either this is going to make a W pattern and it will shoot up, or if the results are too bad, the quarterly results are too bad, then the price action would break this range and would move further down. So talking about whether you should make your investment right now, I would say just wait for this price action to break this range that I'm just hovering on right now. If the price action breaks the upper range, then you can place your buy call, and if the price action breaks this lower band, then you can place your sell order. And you can expect a target of around, I would say, 75. Talking about long-term investment now, the stock is pretty good. It's a great small cap stock, and it has just released out a dividend of 1.5 rupees per share, which is 3.22% dividend yield, and it has the best dividend yield as compared to other stocks in its sector. Also, one thing that I would like to highlight here is that the company is debt free. That means the company has no debt, no liabilities, and so this is a huge positive point for the company, and you can expect good returns in the coming future. The management is great, and I personally like this stock. I've invested in this stock, and yeah, that was about the whole analysis. If you have any questions regarding the stock or the levels that I just told you, please feel free to comment down below, like and subscribe the video, and I'll see you guys in a later video.